One has to consider suffering through another year without the title, not being known as Dan, but simply Daniel.
The utter disgrace. Do you think it's gonna be what? That was probably the closest we've seen it.
There's a lot to happen between this.
Hyrule, interesting choice. Damages are gonna go high for this because this map is large.
The old one, the CN64
Oh, it's
one.
old. Oh.
It's still Omega. It's still Omega.
It's still bigger, I feel like, than the single platform that we've been doing.
No, it's Omega. Everything's the same.
Seriously?
Yes, everything is equalized.
Are there gonna be platforms on this?
Yeah, no, that's different. You could do battle.
It's just a coat of paint put on the stage.
Ah, okay. And that is a nice coat of paint.
I think some of them do have size difference.
I don't
Charging
think
right into that first damage, and even
I wish
that
it would
other
like hit
ability.
you swinging around, you know.
We're going into game
Look at
5.
that little star doing that chip damage.
Underdog Isendale needs to find a win here.
And there he goes, yellow star out
I
of
like
the count.
the health he has and the res time it takes. I think that's very balanced.
I feel like he tanks quite a bit of hits.
Yeah,
I don't know
but he
if
can
it's
also
like,
fall off. So
yeah, I don't know if the star has like a certain amount of like I can take X amount of number of hits, or it's an X percent.
I do believe Luma has a health pool.
Oh.
Because it'll just like explode after taking all the hit.
Yeah, and neither do the Pikmins. You have to manually like pull them from the ground. The Luma's, I think, the only one that comes back naturally.
While we can oogle these characters, the chatter is way too high for how intense this battle is. It is so vitally important for Isendale to pull this one out, but he is falling further and further behind.
Ooh, there's that juggle and the miss on the down A. Ooh.
And first stock over to Robin. Feral screeching comes from down on the stage. We're not sure what's happening with the mental game of Isendale, but he's going to have to get it together. Assemble both lobes into one cohesive brain and start playing correctly.
yeah, get in there.
Trapping the Robin, this certainly will be a kill.
The equalizer. 4 lives apiece.
It does seem that Isendale has finally showed up to play in this tournament.
No, Luma, help!
And there we go. Let's see how this turns out, where the percentages are getting... Ooh. The recovery from Robin. And as with Rosalina, too. Always leave me a little bit nervous with how low they can go from on the stage below to back to the edge.
It's a tantalizing difference between survival and death.
Keeping you on the edge of your seats.
As Luma falls once again into the abyss.
There we go, with that down A. He is finally getting that hitbox registered.
We are looking at a dead even game, not a dead even set, as Isendale is behind. Let us remind those in the audience that this is a 3-1 lead for Dan, the current victor.
The current Dan. Ooh, that projectile kind of came out slow. I wasn't sure if her little wand was going to be able to grab it.
Rosalina still failing to aggressively punish any airtime for this Robin, and there it is.
Just more chip damage. We're missing that finisher. There.
And the back air. And all be
push-ups.
all Executioner. One of the favorite in the
There we
Dan
go.
kit, and another equalization. A hush falls down on the stage as everybody is focusing all chromosomes in line to gameplay here for the Dan title.
This is probably the closest match we've had so far. There is not a significant lead at any point.
One has to consider suffering through another year without the title, not being known as Dan, but simply Daniel.
The utter disgrace.
One has to wonder, will Isendale push Dan into a serious gameplay? He seems awfully chill, melting into the stadium seat.
Let's see.
Oh, and there it is!
Oh, he's back.
Bringing it back up.
He
Big
has.
Show giving us a show.
And there he goes with that fire, and he missed.
Throwing
You
away.
tried to ult my Starfy.
Ooh,
Oh
and the
my
down A
goodness.
hitbox still not being quite where it needs to.
Dan showing the Rosalina what aggressive airplay can look like. And
Hopping
combos and
into
combos.
those
And
fireballs not helping him.
It looks like the menu board at McDonald's, and all we're serving is combo meals.
Right, breakfast is not being served anymore.
Full course, full calorie count, as Dan takes.
As it should be. And Dan senses Starfy off the edge, angry with its play.
Eisendale seems rather frazzled. He needs to pick up a stock here now.
And
Any more damage
there we
taken will
go.
be egregious as we're sending.
There
Nice!
we go, the ledge guard with the star.
Finally figuring out a base
Woo!
mechanic of Rosalina.
Oh,
the backhand.
and Aang's on, so close to the edge.
Oh!
And the hit
Luma
was
taking the hit
tanked.
for his queen.
There we go, getting some chip damage in while we wait for Luma to come back. I'm banking on it. Oh, I was going to bank on a green. I was really hoping the green was going to come.
Blue, the tried and true.
Blue was great from the trial back when he realized, oh yes, I do know how to sort of play Rosalina.
It does seem like we have more of an equal game here.
He's doing
What was
some
once
great
lost
ledge
is now being
guarding.
found. Confidence brewing inside. Oh!
Ooh, and he is finding that perfect positioning to get in between Luma and get hits on Rosalina. He's trying to get some of that HP recovery while doing some damage.
You gotta wonder if Eisendale can find a lead here. He's been playing behind since the beginning.
There we go. Let's see if he's going to get these hitbox. Oh, he's juggling him.
Attempting a ledge intimidation.
And
Robin
he's
is not
still
shaken.
missing those down A's. Let's see how this range gameplay is going to go. Those swords are doing so much damage.
Dan's gonna be feeling pretty comfy with the lead that he has thus far, but everything could happen.
We haven't
Anything
seen
could happen.
a Black Luma yet.
Oh, as if summoned from the abyss and quickly
And
sent back to
quickly.
it.
Oh, put
oh
him back.
no! Final smash could be essential here.
Whoa,
Whoa!
on the
That
tail
meteorite
end of
strike
that.
is sent!
And there it
there
is!
it is! And the final smash is picked up! Could this be the game that Eisendale has been looking for to get one over on Dan?
Let's see. Let's see. He's
This is gonna
hovering
be a
by the
placement
edge.
game.
He is hoping to get those invulnerability frames.
Holding on to this and losing it now would be catastrophic.
Ooh, he's getting some chip damage, but I feel like it's going to be risky.
He's gonna be hitting triple digits!
There we go. Okay, and Dan immediately hops off the edge and
Is
is
it
trying to get
punishable?
those
Is it
immunity
punishable?
frames. No, and somehow he gets
And
hit.
Eisendale has thrown himself into a precarious situation. What looked like victory was swiftly dashed.
Ooh.
As Dan is playing this calm, cool, and collected.
There's
He
nearly
sees
a-
that stock and is not concerned.
Oh, with the hitbox, he still doesn't have.
And
There
up
it
air
is.
into a victory. We're looking at a 4-1.
Oh.
Are we seeing a near shutout?
Is it only going to be a one-stock miss? And he
A
didn't even.
confidence bruiser here for Eisendale as Dan secures match point.
He didn't even use the white and red robe. He switched it up.